beautiful city on the Neva River was originally St. Petersburg, the capital of Russia. Created by Peter the Great, it was planned as a window to Europe. Much like Venice, with its many islands and hundreds of bridges, it is a treasure trove of palaces, cathedrals, and museums. Leningrad traces its history to the founding of the fortress of Peter and Paul in 1712. Here we see the double-headed eagle of Imperial Russia. Since then, it has witnessed the flowering of Russian culture, the fall of the Romanov Empire, and the birth of the Soviet Union. The Hermitage, a 5-building museum which displays one of the world's great art collections, was formerly the winter palace of the Russian Tsars. It was founded in 1764 by Catherine the Great and contains over 1,000 rooms. The city's neoclassical buildings, painted in bright pastel colors, gives Leningrad its lovely warmth and style. The beautiful St. Peter and Paul Church, which contains the tombs of many of the Romanov Tsars. The palace's opulent interior recalls centuries of historical events and is in itself an unforgettable work of art, a fitting background for the treasures it houses. It was Catherine the Great who began collecting art on a grand scale, and the palace was opened to the public in 1852. Aside to the huge collection of Western masters, it contains objects of primeval culture, art objects of Russian culture, and Oriental art. One can also view the palace's golden treasury, which houses the Tsar's crown jewels and other rare gold objects. States Cathedral, with its magnificent gold dome, is one of the world's largest domed structures. It is an outstanding monument of 19th century Russian architecture and construction engineering. The cathedral's interior is adorned with more than 500 paintings, sculptures, and mosaics by masters of the Russian academic school. It glows with malachite and many other precious stones, adding a special brilliance to the treasures within. The interior of the cathedral's huge dome, with its breathtaking grandeur and exquisite artwork. Hydrofoil takes us on a short trip to the Summer Palace. Obviously, a major tourist attraction. Travelogue, the summer palace of Peter the Great, was his own Versailles on the Gulf of Finland. The vast complex consists of many satellite buildings surrounding the grand palace. The palace grounds are a beautiful ensemble of exquisite statuary and lovely gardens. The stately Grand Palace is surrounded with playful fountains and cascading waterfalls, which reflect the elegance of the era. The beautiful Samson Fountain spurts a jet of water rising 66 feet into the air. At the entrance to the Grand Palace, we again see the emblem of Imperial Russia, the double-headed eagle. Totally destroyed during World War II, the Grand Palace has been painstakingly restored to its original opulence. Years of meticulous restoration has brought new life and brilliance to all of the elegantly carved and gilded walls, sparkling chandeliers, statuary, paintings, and murals. It is a credit to Russian artisans that this degree of beauty has re-emerged from such complete devastation. Today, its grandeur is restored, and the palace is again a repository of the world's great treasures. The portrait of Peter the Great hangs above his throne. A visit to the Ethnography Museum of the Peoples of the Soviet Union. Leningrad is remembered as a hero city because it withstood a 900-day siege during World War II. 1 million of its citizens, 1/3 of the population, perished and are commemorated by this poignant monument. It is customary for newlyweds to visit the monument to pay tribute to their loved ones lost in the siege. Floral offerings can always be seen left amid the statuary. Leningraders on the move. Snatching a few rays of the northern sun. And tourists always keeping busy. On the streets of Leningrad, the black market thrives. From T-shirts imprinted with popular slogans, to watches, to caviar, everything can be had for hard currency. The battleship Aurora, famous for firing the first shot setting off the October Revolution, is now a national historic site. An evening with the Don Cossack dancers. Colorful, spirited, delightfully entertaining. We are guests at a Russian wedding, sharing the caviar, vodka, and joy.